Morning, everybody. It's me, Joy. I just wanted to get on here really quickly and encourage you today. What I want to talk about today is called Push One More Time. Your baby is coming. I have a quick testimony concerning that, how God gave that to me. When I was pregnant with my 12-year-old, first of all, God told me that the enemy was going to try to take me out of here, but he told me I'll be okay. So, I never had an induced labor before. All of my babies, you just had the labor pains and you had to wait on them to come. But God blessed me with a doctor that was so phenomenal. He was just amazing. And he just was. So I remember him telling me that I'm going to induce your labor. So I want you to come in on the 13th of June. And this was 2005. So I met him at the specific hospital. I had Greg drop me off because, just go home with the kids. And I stayed there by myself. And the reason why I had Greg do that is because when I had Joseph, now Joseph 14, Greg, my baby, is 12. So when I had Joseph, Greg was taking me to the hospital. And, I was like, you got to call in and tell him you're not coming to work. He was like, I got to go to work. Because, at that time he was the only one working. He was like, I got to go to work. I'm like, you about to have a baby. So he didn't say anything else. He's not very argumentative unless he get angry. Then he go. That's the whole different story. So we just went on to the hospital. Well, when it was time for me to have the baby we got there around maybe like 1 or 2 in the morning. About 6, we looking for Greg everywhere. No Greg. So I go, they trying to find him on the intercom and everything because the baby is about to come. Long story short, Greg had left and went to work and didn't tell me anything. So when he finally called my mother to check on me, I was on the phone with my mother. Greg clicked on the other end and called my mother to check on me. That's when I found out he went to work. And that just broke my heart because I felt like you left me. I don't know. Anyway, long story short. So I said all that to say this. When I had Greg, you go home. So I just told him, go home. Take Joseph. My oldest two, Joanisha and Sonya, was with my mother over my mother's house. So I just told Greg to go home. I'll be okay because I knew Jesus was with me. But at that point, I was very emotional. I was drained mentally, physically, financially. I was done. I was done. Literally. And I had no strength, no strength at all. So when it was time to birth out my child, I had no strength. So I remember being in the delivery room and the enemy started trying to take my sight. And God reminded me, the enemy's going to come, but you will be okay. So I just took that and I held on to that. So when it was time for me to give birth, to push, I couldn't. So the doctor, I had dilated like 8 centimeters or whatever. Basically, it was time to push and I could not. So the couldn't make me push. So what he did was he just slept on the floor. He just stayed right in that room with me. He did not leave me. And he kept saying, I don't want to have to go give you an emergency C-section because you've had all your children normally. He said, but I might have to do that. So I didn't care because I was tired. See, as I look back on it, I have to be honest with myself. I was tired. I had no strength to push. So I started losing oxygen. And my baby started losing oxygen. That's why he said, we're going to have to do something. Because you can't just sit there with that baby right there and not push. And so when my baby started losing oxygen, and they had to give me an oxygen mask so that I can have oxygen and my baby can have oxygen, I just told God, I said, God, if you're ready to take me, I don't care. Just let my baby be okay. And so this is what I heard the Lord say to me. This is what he said. He said, pray Lord, pray, Lord, help me push one more time. So I prayed that prayer. I just said, Lord, help me push one more time. And then when I prayed that prayer, he gave me the strength to push. Then to push again. Then to push again. And push until that baby was out. I said that to say this to you. Don't give up. I know how I feel when you get so tired. You just tired. You just beat down in every area of your life. And you have no strength. But listen to me. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to push, push, push. Don't give up. You got to push. If you don't push for you, push for your babies, your living children. Push for your dreams. Push for your blessings. Don't give up now. I know how it feels. When I come over here, I'm not coming over here because I just want to be seen or I just want to say something. I'm telling you what God has done for me. You can do it. You can push. Ask God to help you to push one more time. Pray, fast, trust God because you've come too far to give up now. Hold on. I love you so much, this Joy. Have a blessed day. Pray for me, y'all. I love you so much. I love all of you all. Don't give up. I love you.